Hey, what's up, fam? My name is Brehon, and I'd like to welcome you guys back to the channel where we love to focus on financial and personal development. Family, I hope you guys are having an amazing week, and I hope your day is off to a great start. Now, I always like to start my videos with an inspirational word out of one of the books in my library. And today, again, The Magic of Thinking Big. It's a phenomenal book, and I think everyone should have this book in their library. Now, while I give you guys a word, make sure you hit that subscribe button, okay? Now, here it goes. In summation, use these tools and think creatively. Believe it can be done. When you believe something can be done, your mind will find the ways to do it. Believing a solution paves the way to the solution. Eliminate impossible, won't work, can't do. Eliminate these things from your thinking and speaking vocabularies. Don't let tradition paralyze your mind. Be receptive to new ideas. Be experimental. Try new approaches. Be progressive in everything you do. Ask yourself daily, how can I do better? There is no limit to self-improvement. When you ask yourself, how can I do better? Sound answers will appear. Just try it and see. Ask yourself, how can I do more? Capacity is a state of mind. Asking yourself this question puts your mind to work to find intelligent shortcuts. The success combination in business is do what you do better and do more of what you do. Practice asking and listening. Ask and listen, and you'll be obtaining the raw material for reaching sound decisions. Another phenomenal word out of The Magic of Thinking Big. Phenomenal book. And it's all about believing in yourself, believing in your abilities. When you have goals and ideas and things that you would like to achieve, your mind will work for you. Your mind will begin performing millions and millions of calculations to ensure that you ultimately reach that end of that road called success. All right, now, family, I hope you guys are have been doing well with your trading. I placed one trade yesterday, and normally what I like to do is I like to place or show percentage points, but I was trying to sell this so fast because I was up pretty good, and I just took a snippet or a snapshot of the total price, but I like to do percentages. I think I was up over 30% in this play right here, and so I had a December 14th $400 put option on SPY yesterday, and it went down as I expected, and I had a really nice gain of $943. I sold, cashed out, and I live to fight another day. All right. And so those are the things that we like to do, right? We like to take profits. Now, when it comes to placing and trading these options, you can trade an option for as little as $100. I know I've traded options using as little as $100, and I've used as much as $30 to $30,000 to place an option trade. And so, but what I like to do, what I found worked best for me, because I'm not sitting here at the computer every day, I go anywhere between $2,500 and maybe $5,000. So that is how I trade my options. And if I can get $250 to $1,000 per trade, I am winning. I am happy, because ultimately I understand this game. I'm not a scammer. I'm not gonna tell you lies. I'm not gonna sit here and say you're gonna make $25,000 every trade. You're gonna make $30,000 every trade, because oftentimes when people are making that type of money, they are losing that type of money. But they only want to show you the wins. All right, don't be a fool. Don't be a sucker to these type of individuals. All right. Now, yesterday we had a nice sell-off before the close of the market. And today we gapped, and yesterday at the open, we gapped up nicely. And if you know anything about gaps, these gaps like to be filled. And so at some point during the day, we're going to come down and we are going to fill this gap. Now, this may happen 60-75% of the time, but I've seen it last week. I end up losing a little bit of money because it gapped up $5 or $6. No, it gapped up $7. And it ended up I think the SPY ended up closing like $17 above the open, which was crazy. And so those are rare opportunities, but for the most part, 75-80% of the time when you gap up like this, you're going to have some downward movement, and you're going to go back to somewhere near this open, or you may go all the way back down to the previous day close. All right. And that's exactly what happened. And so when I logged in, I saw that we were up here, and what I did was once we got to the 20, this white line here is a 20 SMA. I love the 20 SMA. And so once we got below that 20 SMA, I ended up jumping in and taking a position. So I took the position here. I was gaining, I was winning, and then we started to move to the upside, and I held strong. And again, so what I did was, my option was, remember, December 14th. So based on the greed, the fear and greed index, I think we're gonna have more red days ahead. And so what I did was I placed the put option around here, and I've assumed that eventually we were going to come back down, and it worked like clockwork. So we came down, we went up, and then we had a huge sell-off here, and I wasn't at the computer, I wasn't paying attention. And so when I did log on to my TD Ameritrade account, we had bounced back up just a little bit above that 20 SMA, and I decided to sell right there. And so I was able to take profits, and I had a nice successful day. And now what are we going to do? Well, again, so I took my profits. I'm going to tell you what I did. I took my profits, and I'm going to wait and see how things transpire today. But right before the close at 3:45, I placed another put option. All right, I placed another put option, and the reason why I placed another put option is because when I take a look at the chart here, when I take a look at the daily candles, I truly believe that nothing moves too far away from this 20 SMA. We always snap back like a rubber band. And so at some point in time, we are going to snap back and start reversing back down a little bit to that 20 SMA. It's a process that never fails. We never get too low below that 20 SMA, and we never get too high above the 20 SMA. We always snap back, and we all know the long-term trend is downward. Okay, we are continuously going down in the market, and so I do have a put option, and as of right now, pre-market, we are down almost $1. So right now my put option is in the green. So I'm going to wait and see how things work see how things operating at 9:30. And I may hold that put option, but ultimately I think we're going to have a lot of red days ahead of us, but there are going to be days where we're going to have some green days. We can make some money in between those times, but ultimately long term, we're going to keep going down. All right, now family, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Hey, if you did, please hit that like, subscribe button, and keep coming back for more wealth building information. Peace.